Math morning.
Did you catch that wave? Did you catch it? Santiago is saying hello and welcome to the 7.3 application walkthrough. So we're going to get started with number 3. Given y equals 8, x to the negative 2 power, fill in the table and plot the points. Hint, rewrite using positive exponents. So I'm going to rewrite this with a positive exponent. Y equals, well, when it's 8 to the negative 2, that becomes 8 over x squared. So this is a little easier to work with. Now we're going to plug in x values and solve for some y values. So the first one is negative 3. So we have y equals 8 divided by is going to be negative 3 squared. Important, if you have a negative number, put it in parentheses. This simplifies to 8 over negative 3 squared is 9. And because we're plotting points, it might be easier to work with a decimal. If you put it in a calculator, 8 divided by 9, you're going to get 0.8, and it repeats forever. So I can just put a line on top that says it goes on forever. So this right here, 0.8 repeating. Let me do another one for you. I'll do the negative 2. Y equals 8 divided by, instead of the x, I write negative 2 squared. That simplifies to 8. Negative 2 squared. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So right here is 2. And you know what? I'll do one more for you, just because I like you. I'll do one more. I'll do the negative 1. So y equals 8 divided by negative 1 squared. Alright, that's going to be 8 divided by negative 1 squared. Negative 1 times negative 1 is just 1, and that equals 8. So I'll put 8 right there. And then you want to plot these points. So remember, these can all be points, like negative 1, 8 is a point. Negative 2, 2 is a point. Negative 3, 0.8 repeating is a point. So negative 1, 8. I go over here. X is, not that. X is negative 1. Y is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right up there. And we got negative 2, 2. Negative 2, 2. And then negative 3, 0.8. Negative 3, 0.8 is like almost 1. Oh, it's like right there. Alright. So I put 3 points for you. Do the other 3. And then finish this graph up. Alright, over here, same thing. We got, it's a little different. F of x. Remember, you can just pretend that that's a y for now, right? If that makes you feel a little more comfortable, we can just say that's y, right? It means the same thing. So we're doing the same thing, but it's 2 to the x power. So we're going to plug in some numbers. Let me start with the negative 2. So I'll even write y. Y equals 2 instead of x. I write the negative 2. What does that become? Well, the negative exponent, that's 1 over 2 squared. And that equals 1 over 4. Because we're plotting points, it's easier to use decimals. So you put that in a calculator and you get 0.25. So here we go, 0.25. I'll do one more for you. Y equals, this time I'm going to use negative 1. So it's 2. Instead of x, I put in negative 1. That simplifies to 1 over 2 to the first power, right? And that's just 2. If you put that in a calculator, that becomes 0.5. 0.5. How about that? Alright, so there are 2 points. I'll put them on the graph for you too. So x negative 2, y is 0.25. There's a point. Negative 1, 0.5. There's a point again. So negative 2.25, I mean, just go a little bit above the line right there. Negative 1.5, that's like halfway in between. So I want you to finish the rest of this table, graph the rest of that graph. Good luck. Dirkus out.